Okay, most women hate the beard.
Really? I love it.
Okay, cool.
It's so much hotter with the beard.
You're the first woman who's ever said that.
Really?
Yeah. It's like, get rid of that beard, Grizzly Adams.
No way. You know why? Because it looks holy.
Huh. Well, the other day, this woman offered to have sex with me if I'd shave the beard off. And I refused. Yeah. A couple of women actually have offered to have sex with me if I shave off the beard.
Oh, well, then you see, you're going after the wrong women. Now I made you shy.
Yeah, I'm when you interact with your fans, do they want to interact with Princess Superstar or with Concetta?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think both. I think there are some fans that I should get who I am and what I'm about and stuff personally, and then there are some that, hey, want to party? Let's party, Princess Superstar. I'm like, man, I'm like in bed at 11 p.m. with like an herbal tea. That's my party, you know.
Was there a time in your life when you liked to party?
Yes, there was. Yes. And I'm so grateful that that time of my life is over now.
How, like, sexuality is like a big part of what you sing about and write about and kind of act out. So how did that happen, and how do you deal with that?
Well, for me, that was like a really fun topic to write about for a while, because I felt like it was really taboo for women to talk, and especially in the rap world, to be like a sort of like all the guys in all the rap songs. Oh, forget about rap. Let's just talk about rock. Let's talk about every genre. Guys have been talking about sex in their songs for forever, from Biggie Smalls to Elvis to Robert Plant to whatever. And then when a woman does it, all of a sudden it's like a big deal, or it's really like taboo or naughty. And I happen to think that you can say some really funny things, like sex and humor mix quite well, and that can be quite fun. And so I just was exploring that for a while. But I am like over it now. I sort of feel like I've been there, done that, and since there's been quite a lot of women doing it. Yeah, I guess that's it.
Have you read your mother's book, Love in 90 Days?
Yes, I have. Yes.
What do you think of the book?
I think it's great. I mean, I think she's amazing. She's helped so many people find love, and I really like the book because it's really actually about self-empowerment and becoming the best you that you can be. So the book's heavy on that, actually, just more like a kind of self-empowerment for women book. So I really like that slant of it.
How do your parents relate to your career, Princess Superstar?
Oh, they're so sweet. They're totally supportive. I mean, they used to be hippies, so they're pretty cool and open and free. And they're so proud of me, and they're really supportive and actually hilarious. Like, my father's come to my shows before, and like he'll play like air guitar, like in the air, like be like jamming out. And I'll be like, Dad, there's not even guitar in that song. So I love my parents. I'm really close to them, and I feel quite lucky. Also, because they are married for like 40 years, and they love each other. I mean, it's amazing.
That is amazing.
I mean, they even make out.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Do you find that disturbing?
Well, yeah. But they don't make out, and they don't make out in front of me or anything. I just know that they do.
How do you feel about growing older?
Well, it's so funny because especially a woman, is so afraid about getting older, and I have to say that I feel like I'm getting hotter as I get older. Plus, I love the confidence that it gives me. It's like an inner self-love. And I, especially with eating raw, I mean, this is really like the beauty diet. So I kind of feel like awesome about getting older.
I was reading a column a few weeks ago that's titled "Prudes at Dinner, Gluttons in Bed." And it says that as eating has become more highly charged with moral judgment, sex has become notably less so. And that, like in the 1950s, people were obsessed with the morality of sex, but you could eat what you like. Do you have any thoughts on this trend to transfer most of our moral judgments to eating rather than sexuality?
Well, actually, I think that's correct. Because we're living in an age now where the food system is absolutely horrendous on so many levels: spiritual, moral, emotional. Basically, I mean, if you look at the factory farms and the way that they're keeping animals in these cages where they can't move, and then the way they're slaughtering them, and by the way, I did see a documentary that was all about kosher slaughtering, and it's one of the most cruelest, actually. It's supposed to be kind, but there's a crazy documentary on it. Anyway, so I think it's called Earthlings. So anyway, the way that animals are being kept, and even dairy production, where a dairy cow is supposed to live 20 years, it only lives about 6 because it's standing for 24 hours a day on metal slats and with the light on for 24 hours. It's horrific, and I think that there should be moral judgment. I think people need to know where it is their food is coming from. And then genetically modified food. They're putting fish genes into tomatoes, and they're doing all sorts of weird shit with our food supply, injecting pesticides into plants so that they grow with the pesticide gene in them, and that's what you're actually ingesting. I can go on and on. I actually study this, so you can stop me at any point. But I'm very, very passionate about that we should educate ourselves about our food.